Hello, and this month we are looking at The Goldfish Boy, which is Lisa Thompson's brand new novel. It was only released in the UK in January 2017, so it is very, very new. Now, when I picked this book up in the bookstore, I wasn't 100% sure of what I was getting. I wasn't quite sure what to expect. And when I read the blurb to you in the moment, you might understand why I was concerned that this book might be a rip-off of Mark Haddon's A Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. Now, I am really, really happy to say that this book is not, and Lisa Thompson writes beautifully and describes the characters in the novel in particular really, really well. And I just think that you and your child would love reading about Matthew and all of his nosy neighbours. I will read you the blurb now. For those of you who have already read A Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, and I will say that that is a secondary school level text, certainly not suitable for Key Stage 2 students, you will understand why I thought that this might be a bit of a rip-off. So Matthew likes sparkling clean surfaces, staying safe in his bedroom and making notes about his neighbours. He hates germs, going outside, and feeling like a disappointment to his mum and dad. When a toddler staying next door goes missing, Matthew finds himself at the centre of the mystery. Every one of his neighbours is a suspect, and Matthew is the key to working out what happened, even as his own secrets unravel. A story about finding friendship when you're lonely and hope when all you feel is fear. Now, if you have read A Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, you will know that the main character is on the autistic spectrum. He has Asperger's syndrome, and that the story centres around him trying to solve the mystery of who killed a dog. Now, this book also centres on a boy who has some difficulties and who is trying to solve a mystery. So I think the links there are quite obvious, but the differences are significant. So first up, Matthew is not autistic. He has obsessive compulsive disorder. And if you have not been able to discuss mental illness with your child, or you have not talked to your child about obsessive compulsive disorder, then this book would be a fabulous resource to do that. It puts these conditions in terms that are simple enough for children to understand, and I think creates real sympathy for Matthew. Now, from a curriculum perspective, this book was also a gift, and I don't know if you can see, but on just about every single page, I have got these orange stickies, and sometimes I've gone crazy. I've got 3 on this page, and that is because there is so much to say. So if you wanted to talk to your child about similes or metaphors or pathetic fallacy or any of those language devices, you will find them in this book. Now, don't let that sound too scary. I have created a whole load of resources to go alongside the novel. There are pages on those language devices if you would like to go through them together. There is a guided reading question log to help with thoughts and feeling styles questions, and also the vocabulary list, because the vocabulary in this book is quite difficult. Now, I don't think that that's a bad thing, and I think it's great that children can read a book, learn something new about mental illness, and also learn a whole load of new vocabulary at the same time. Now, when I was coming up with the star rating for this book, I decided to settle on 4 stars out of 5. I do think it is an absolutely brilliant book. The descriptions are fantastic. The characters are fantastic. But I was just shy of 5 out of 5 because, you know, there are those all-time classics like the Harry Potter books and my personal favourites like Skellig and Holes that I think it would be really, really difficult to beat. But this is great. I've knocked a star off because, for a start, the book is very, very, very long. It's nearly 400 pages, and I think that is quite long for a Key Stage 2 student. And, you know, Harry Potter, the Goldfish Boy, we'll see. 4 stars out of 5 there, a brilliant book. I recommend that you go and buy it for sure. Have a read with your child and have fun using the resources as well. Okay, bye-bye.